wonderful. So we are in the kitchen, and I have Dennis here as the home inspector. You see, you want a home inspector that can chef up some fantastic dishes in the kitchen. So I'm excited because that's what we're absolutely not. That's not why we're in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen because we're going to point out some key things that are important when you are doing a home inspection, knowing that your kitchen brings you tremendous value in that home that you're looking to purchase or to sell. So without any further ado, let's give them some of those important tips. Take it away, Dennis.
Okay, thanks, JR. Once again, what I want to cover off is there's a lot of little things that I cover throughout the entire house. Just the kitchen is one area where there is a lot of little things. Like I check some of the things like, is the handles loose? Are the hinges loose? Is the window opening and closing properly? Is there any problems with the window when I look at it? And in this window here, we got a little bit of paint that's missing on here. So I would take a picture of that and put that in my report that you may want to cover this so that any water splashing up there is not going to affect the wood. Also, whenever you have a sink and you put your hand in the water and you go to plug something in, you should always have a GFI. And the GFI is one that will trip. So if you get your hand in here and you plug something in, that will trip so that you don't get zapped by putting your hand in the water and plugging something in. Also, little things like, is this here loose? And it's not. It's nice and solid. It works really well. And under the sink, I make sure that there's no water underneath there and that you have it shut off so that if something is happening, that you can reach under there and shut the water off, hot and cold. So as you go around, I can look at all the different cupboards. I like to open and close each door just to make sure everything is working properly and that all the outlets along here are working properly. One thing that I noticed up in here, this is vented to the outside, which I would go outside and check to make sure that that's where it's going. The other thing is, with this here, this should be insulated. The reason for that, this is cold right now because you got cold air coming in from outside, and by having this vent here needs to be insulated so that you're not letting unnecessary cold in, and because this can sweat as well. You can end up with condensation with a hot and a cold meeting, and so you can end up with water up here. So we don't want that. So we just insulate it. And also check to make sure that your light's working and that your fan is working. I check also all the appliances to make sure that they're working, and both your top and your oven. I just check. I don't report. What I do report is the things that I find that are not working on the appliances. So I check your fridge, I check your microwave, I check your stove, and I go through and make sure that everything is working properly when I'm going through it. One thing that you want to do, you have got one day on closing day to go around and check everything, all your appliances in your house. From everything from your air conditioner, your furnace, all your inside appliances, your washer and dryer. It's very important that you do it on that day because that's the day that you've got. When it closes, you get your key, you come here, the first thing you do, walk around and see how beautiful home you got, but make sure that all appliances are okay. JR also would make sure that that's also in your offer, that all the appliances are working on closing. On closing means exactly that, on closing. JR would also remind you that you need to come on that day and just check everything and make sure. There's always the fine details that you have to watch out for when you're hiring a home inspector or get a good real estate agent like JR, because you want to make sure of all the fine details. It's not the big thing. Anybody can sell you a house, but to do all the proper things along the way, because sometimes you don't even know what they are. But the real estate agent knows, and I know. So we work together as a team to make sure that you know. So everybody is well informed. But then I look around and I make sure that all the cupboards are in good working order, that they all look nice, no handles are missing, the lights are all working, that the floor tiles are not broken, and that the counters are all looking okay. And we just walk through and then make sure everything looks good. So you've seen about 99% of what I check on every home to make sure. You can see I check all the little things. I don't just come to make sure that you can wash your dishes and cook your food. That's a gimme. It's all the other little things. If the little things are good, then the big things are good. So that's your inspection for our kitchen, and we'll see you on your kitchen when you buy.
So that was great. Thank you so much, Dennis. Some of the key things that maybe you don't pay attention to, but is so important. And that's what I like, the fact that when working together, it's sort of a one-stop shop model. I only want to position you with the best. And working with Dennis, Discovery Home Inspection, whether you're looking to list your property, purchase a new property, if you want it done just right, connect with myself and the team and work with us to help you to accomplish your real estate dreams.